Shivananda Sharma Memorial RV College Video Lectures and ISR Initiative. SSM RV College, one of the premier institutes run by the prestigious RV group of institution, has come up with a unique initiative to engage students at the time of this unforeseen medical emergency caused by corona outbreak. As a socially responsible institution, we would like to connect academically with students to make good laws. In this connection, I, Pavana R. Kulkarni of Department of Business Administration, has posted a video on the subject Corporate Accounting and Reporting and the topic Corporate Reporting. Please watch the video till the end, like, share with your peer group and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Today, we'll discuss the fifth unit. The unit heading is Corporate Reporting. Look here, shareholders are the investors, they are the owners of the company. They'll invest their funds in the company. As they have invested their funds, they want to know how it is utilized in the company. In order to give some knowledge to shareholders about the financial performance of the organization, the company will prepare the financial reports. Not only to the shareholders, many investors, creditors, debtors, for these people also, they want to know the financial capabilities, profit position like this of the company. For the purpose, the company will prepare a report. Such report is called as corporate report or annual report. This is prepared for a specific period which reflects the financial position as well as profit or loss earned by the company. This report is called as corporate report or annual report. There are different types of corporate report. The first one is general purpose report. It is a report which provides only the general information about the company. For example, financial statements. The second one is specific purpose report. It is a report prepared according to the legal requirement. So the law has made it mandatory to prepare some specific reports. Those reports are called as specific reports. The third one is integrated report. It is a report which helps the organization to play an important role in the society, like CSR report, etc. So this report is called as integrated report. Now we'll move on to characteristics of annual reports or corporate report. The first characteristic feature of corporate report is understandability. The information provided in the report must be simple. It should not be the complex one, so that even every common man can understand. Keeping such points in that, they have to prepare a corporate report. It should be easily understood by everyone. The second feature is relevance. The report should help the users to make appropriate decision. So it should have some relevance. The third one is reliability. The information provided in the report must be relevant, accurate, and should not create any bias in the minds of stakeholders. The last one is comparability. The information provided in the report should help the users to make periodical comparison in order to understand the financial performance of the concern. These are the four characteristic features of corporate report. Now let us discuss about users of annual report. For whom the annual report is prepared are the users of annual report. We will prepare annual reports in the company for these people like owners, management, creditors, debtors, investors, stakeholders, etc. We will prepare the annual report for the purpose of owners. Owners are nothing but shareholders of the company. They have invested their funds in the company and they want to know the financial performance of the company and whether they have utilized their funds appropriately or not. So for the purpose of owners, we will prepare the annual report. Second user is management. Management wants to take the decision depending upon the financial performance. So for the purpose of management also, the annual report is prepared. The third party is investors. They want, before investing money into the company, they want to know the solvency of the company. So for that purpose, even investors are also the users of annual report. Fourth party is creditor. Before granting credit to the company, they want to know the financial position of the company, whether they will repay their credit or not. So for the purpose of creditors also, we will prepare the annual report. Next one, debtors, the customers. Even they want to know the financial position, because whether they will get the service or anything for a long period or not. In order to understand that, even debtors or the customers need the financial information. The next party is employee. Even an employee working in the organization want to have information about the financial performance in order to claim their financial benefits like salary, bonus, increments, etc. The next party is banks and other financial institution. If the company is approaching for financial assistance like loan, overdraft, cash credit, etc., then they will ask for the financial reports or the annual reports. The government, even the government wants to impose the tax, and the government has to plan the economic activities of the economic policies of the nation. For that purpose, even the government will ask for the annual financial reports. The general public, even general public wants the company to conduct any social activities by investing their funds. So the general public is also an interested party in annual report. The last but not the least, the researchers, because in order to conduct the research work in the financial activities of the organization, they also need financial reports. These are the interested parties or the users of financial statements or annual reports. Now let us discuss some of the concepts in corporate reporting. The first concept is financial highlights. Some of the it is not easy to go through the entire financial reports, because it takes lot of time and it is little bit difficult to understand for a common man. For that purpose, they'll take some important information snapshots. Such snapshots are called as financial highlights. Letter from CEO, the chairman addressing to the shareholders. The chairman will address the shareholders in the letter, which provides a financial performance of the previous year. So the letter prepared by CEO addressing to the shareholder, in that the information about the financial performance of the previous year will be mentioned. Such letter is called as letter from CEO to the shareholder. The third concept is management analysis and discussion. It is the report which contains entire operational activities of the business. It is prepared by board of directors. Such report is called as management analysis and discussion report. The next one is corporate governance report. It is a report which provides annual disclosure on overall corporate governance system according to company law. So this is a report prepared for the purpose of company law. So this report is called as corporate governance report. The next report is corporate social responsibility report. In this report, the company will mention the various social activities rendered. Such report is called as corporate social responsibility report. The next one is financial statements. Financial statements are the statements which contains financial information of the company for a specific period. It has the following components. They are The first one, balance sheet. It is a statement consisting of assets and liabilities of the company and which will provide the information about the financial position of the company. So the balance sheet is a statement consisting of assets and liabilities and shows the financial position of the company. The next one is statement of profit and loss. So it is prepared at the end of accounting period, which tells us the end result, whether the company has earned sufficient profit or whether it has incurred the loss. In order to understand the profit or loss earned by the company, they'll prepare the statement of profit and loss. Next is notes to accounts. It is generally the information provided below the profit and loss account and the balance sheet. It gives the little bit like simple information about the financial statements. So they are prepared below the financial statements. They are called as notes to accounts. The last one is cash flow statement. It is a statement consisting of only the cash activities done by the organization. It consists cash inflow and cash outflow. Cash inflow is nothing but in what way the company is receiving the cash. Cash outflow is in what way the company is giving the cash. So receiving and giving cash, or the activities relating to receiving and giving of cash, is mentioned in cash flow statements. So these are the various concepts of corporate accounting, so corporate reporting. Please go through this. It is very, very important for section B as well as section C. So the fifth unit, corporate reporting, gets over here. It is completely the theory unit. You don't have any practical aspects to be discussed under this. So it covers it is only the theoretical aspect. So please go through this. Thank you for watching till end. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.